You are listening to Redefining Rural, a podcast dedicated to celebrating, elevating, and changing the way we think about rural education in the state of Colorado and beyond. Download and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and don't forget to follow us on your favorite social media platform.
Welcome back to our Redefining Rural podcast. In this episode, you will learn about the final two of our 5 Redefining Rural Scholarship recipients. As you might expect, it was a challenge to find time to sit down and talk with each student. So both Ashlynn from Plateau Valley and Tuff from Holyoke were able to find time to create their very own short video highlighting their incredible work that they've done throughout their communities.
Now we're going to take a few minutes and hear from Ashlynn Wilkerson.
Hi, my name is Ashlynn Wilkerson. I am from Colburn, Colorado, which is a town whose population is listed under 1,000. Our school has less than 400 kids. Within our community, we really focus on being a community and being like a family. At any time, I can call anybody in my community and ask for help, and every single one of them would be there to support you. I love volunteering. Volunteering is one of my favorite things to do. One, because a lot of the places you can volunteer around Colburn get to put smiles on little kids' faces, as well as they build our community. A couple of my local events are Breakfast with Santa, the Easter egg hunt and Easter lunch, pancakes, and much more. All of these kids, I got to hold little kids' hands, go find Easter eggs, serve breakfast, serve pizza at some of them, and much more. I have also been a vet tech within our community for somewhere around 6 years. I have hosted a vaccine clinic, and I'm hoping to do another one this summer before I start my journey to Colorado Springs. A little bit about myself. I, like I said, grew up in Colburn. My graduating class had 29 kids in it. We are mostly a ranching community. My class loves to be outside. I as well love to be outside. I have 6 horses, 1 dog, 2 cats, 2 birds, and many other animals. I used to be an all-time athlete, and I was actually forced to stop competing at the end of my freshman year due to some medical conditions. When I was forced to stop competing, it taught me multiple things. The biggest thing I learned from having to stop competing is my love for children. I found this love because I started a mentoring program at our school. Our mentoring program consisted of tutoring and being a shoulder to cry on for our elementary students. Our elementary students, there's somewhere around 100 of them. I had the honor of sitting down with them and eating lunch with them. I got to hear their drama between their friends. I also got to hear what was going on in their personal lives and try to help them as much as I could. Not only did I help them personally, I got to help them in school. I mentored my sophomore and my junior year. As well as my junior year, I was a teacher's aide. I was a teacher's aide all year, and the teacher who was supposed to teach the class had to take off a lot of time due to personal issues. However, that allowed me to step up and grow and be stability in these kids' life. I got to teach them some of my favorite subjects, from math to English to reading. Reading was a little challenging because they didn't understand everything I was saying, as well as math, but math was my favorite, and I got to teach those kids lessons that they'll learn forever. I also got to be a person that they know they can count on, and those kids still run up and give me hugs when I see them within the community. Student mentoring was awesome, and I was more than honored to be able to be a part of those kids' life. I got to help with the at-risk or in-need kids. I also got to help with the special ed kids and really understand a new perspective. As well as I ventured out and started job shadowing and volunteering at medical facilities. One of my favorite medical facilities was Blooming Babies Birthing Center. Blooming Babies helped me discover my love for children and actually decided my career for me. With that being said, I plan on attending the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs starting this fall to study nursing. After I get my bachelor's in nursing, I plan to attend Frontier University, either online or in person, to get my degree in midwifery. After I get my degree in midwifery, I might adventure back to the Western Slope and work down here in Grand Junction. I am more than honored to be able to speak on behalf of the Redefining Rural Advocacy Scholarship, and I thank all of you.
And here's the video that Tuff sent in. Enjoy.
Hello, so my name is Tuff Sigler. I'm 17 years old and I just recently graduated from Holyoke High School, way up in the northeast corner of the state. Holyoke is a fairly small town with a population of maybe 2,000 people. However, it is one of the largest contributors to agriculture production in the state. This county that we live in grows everything from corn to wheat to beans to irrigated grass to sugar beets and everything in between, as well as produces a very large amount of beef and pork that our state produces. So I moved up to the Holyoke area in 2015, and I have just been in love with the area since. I've always been involved with agriculture, but when we moved here, I was really at that age where I started working and taking an interest in all these things, and I have just found a great love for agriculture and helping to produce many of the things that every individual needs on a daily basis. Since the age of 10 or 11, I've been working in agriculture every single day, and I absolutely love it. I worked at feed yards, large-scale ranching operations, farming operations, shops. I mean, everywhere you can name it, I've worked there, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, honestly. Across these last couple of years, working on any sort of operation that has any sort of machinery, things break and they need repaired just to continue your daily tasks. And so things like welding have just become part of every day for me. And always things are breaking and always things are needing fixed. And so over the last couple of years, that's something I've just been doing, and it's really started to turn into something that I really just take an interest in. It started being more than just a job. It was something I looked forward to and really wanted to expand my knowledge and skills on. So with the help of some of my high school programs, some of my shop programs, some of my concurrent enrollment programs through the local colleges and whatnot, I was able to really expand on and learn a lot more about welding and the world of welding, and it just really intrigued me. So along with more research, I decided that was something that I really wanted to focus on, and I really wanted to do some more of out of high school. So I took all these classes with NJC, the nearest community college. They have a really, really nice concurrent enrollment program set up with our high school, as well as I started shifting some of my classes more towards the shop work. So I was getting a lot of class time learning about welding and some of the different science behind it, as well as I was getting day-to-day work with it. I was getting experience every single day welding on something, whether it be fence or machinery or everything. And I was able to combine this class time as well as this real-life experience and just put them together and really, really expand my skills here. And it is something that I truly am proud to know a lot about and consider myself to be fairly decent at. So after high school, I'm currently just working until this January, where I'm going to head up to the Western Welding Academy. It's a pipe welding school up in Gillette, Wyoming. It's a 6-month course. I head up there, and once I complete this course, I hope to set up a nuclear job. So it would be a TIG welding job where I would fabricate and repair all sorts of things nuclear, whether that be pipeline, reactors, all sorts of different things, but all within the nuclear realm. I personally chose nuclear because it's not normal. There's a lot of welders in the world, but not many people are nuclear. As well as it being interesting, it's a really good pay. There's a lot of stuff to learn. It'll take you all over the country, which is something that I'm really interested in for the first couple of years or so out of high school. I really want to travel and I really want to weld a lot. However, my end goal, it's not welding. Welding is just going to be how I get there. once I've welded for a while, I'm hoping to take some of my extra cash and we're going to put it all into investments and stock markets. And one day I'm hoping to cash out on all of these, buy me a nice place of land, and start raising my own cattle. So I really appreciate everything you guys have done for me and helping me in my journey to be the person I want to be. Thank you.